Kia Matariki. That means Happy Maori New Year, and today is Matariki, and I thought I would make a Matariki themed meal. So I have not gone out shopping yet, so we'll go do that as well. But so there are 9 stars for the cluster. Matariki is the mother star, and we have Pohutukawa. Well, Matariki, Pohutukawa, and then we have Waiti, Waita, we have Waipunarangi, and we have Tupuanuku, Tupuarangi, Ururangi, and Hiwaiterangi. I got all of them memorized. Sweet. But my plan is to make a meal, a dinner, with the 4 stars that are food related, and then I'm also going to make a fry bread. So the 4 stars are Waiti, Waita, Tupuanuku, and Tupuarangi. So I'm gonna go to the grocery store and buy some foods to cook foods for those 4. So I'm not really sure what I'll find there. I'm gonna be flexible and see what we end up with. But I know for Tupuanuku, I plan on just doing, maybe roasting a couple things. The KUMARA, which is the Maori sweet potatoes, and some onions with it, and because it's Tupuanuku's food from the soil, and then Tupuarangi is food from the sky, and it's like a bird and or berries or fruit, and usually it's a kereru, which is a mutton bird, but it's kind of expensive, so I'm just thinking of doing a chicken or maybe a turkey. And like for the berry part, I was thinking of just using cranberry sauce to glaze on top of the chicken, or to dip the chicken in, kind of like a Thanksgiving. And then for Waiti, since there's no greens, Waiti's food's from the river, and since we don't have greens in this meal, I thought I'd get some watercress. Hopefully they have it at the store. It's a vegetable grown in the river, and otherwise there are also other foods like whitebait or eel that are from the river. And then Waita is food from the ocean, and I'm not sure, I probably will just get some mussels. I'm not gonna make it too fancy. It's just something easy, and I thought I'd make some fry bread. So before we go to the store, I think I'll whip up some dough and let that dough for the fry bread, and let that rise, and then go to the grocery store and come back. So alright, so for the fry bread, I am going to add 3 cups of flour, and a pack of yeast, and half a teaspoon sugar, and a teaspoon salt, and about a cup and a half of warm water, and that's it. And then we'll knead it a little bit, and then I'll go to the grocery store. Alright, so I have the fry bread here to rise, and going to go to the grocery store. Alright, I just went to the grocery store and I got the goods. So home we go. Alright, so here we have our haul. I got some mussels, so I'm just going to boil up in a pot. And then here I have the watercress, which I think I'm going to stir fry with garlic. See, right here I have the chicken. I'm going to roast it in the oven. What else do I have right here? I have a couple of things of KUMARA, which I'm going to cut into cubes and roast it as well with the onions. And I got a lemon, and the lemon's for, half of it is for the mussels, and the other half is to go in the chicken cavity, so for flavoring and for moisture. And I think we have some carrots that I might stuff in the chicken. We'll see how that goes. So I think I'm going to start with making, oh, here's the last thing. I got a green tea with peach, passion fruit, and New Zealand Kawakawa, and I'm going to try to make an iced tea. So I'm going to do that, put that in the fridge, and then start with the chicken, because that's going to take the longest. And then I'll get the rest going. Alright, I made the Kawakawa Peach tea, and I'm going to put that in the fridge so it cools and top it up with some cold water in a little bit. So this is the chicken we got, and I'm gonna put it on the roasting pan and just pat dry it and maybe stuff a lemon in it, and then put some olive oil and salt and pepper and who knows what other seasonings we have, and roast it. It's gonna take quite a while, so I'll prep the rest later. Alright, so I put some olive oil and some random seasoning. I'm gonna try to rub it in as best as I can and go from there. So that's the bird. That's the manu, which I've just used a chicken really, but it's gonna go in the oven. I'm going to chop up the kumara and the onions and get it prepped for roasting. The oven's preheated, so I'm gonna put the chicken in it. That's how it looks. So I got all the kumara chopped up, and I am going to just sprinkle it with olive oil and some seasoning, and it will go in the oven a little bit later. And I have prepped that to go in the oven later. I washed the watercress so I can use the colander, and wash the mussels next, and hopefully it's not too big of a mess. Alright, so I just boiled the mussels, and some of them are opening up, so I'm going to keep boiling them, and well, I don't know, maybe I'll just rinse them out and see if I can open them, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so all the mussels opened up, and I threw away the other half of the shell, and I'm going to put that on the plate with the lemon. So I have the chicken in the oven, and the kumara as well, and I have some garlic chopped up to stir fry the watercress, and I got the mussels done, and I'm gonna take out the cranberry sauce as well as start making the fry bread. Alright, so now I'm gonna roll out the fry bread dough and try to get it portioned out and get it ready to be fried. So I'm going to sprinkle some flour on the counter so we can kind of roll it out a little bit. So this is how the fry bread dough is looking, and I'm gonna just dump it out and try to roll it out. Kind of smells yeasty. I mean, it does have yeast in it after all, right? Roll out to about an inch thick. I'll add a little bit more flour. That looks like a good height. Well, not even really rolling it out, it's just ready to go. So I'm just gonna get a knife and cut it into pieces, and I'm thinking we'll see. It doesn't have to be huge. We'll make it kind of small so we eat a good amount. I think I'll cut it in half first. Get some flour on here. Quarters. Well, this looks about the size of fry bread. It looks about right. We'll see. So that's about the size I cut it up into, and I am going to start heating up some oil and frying it up. So I put the first piece in there, but I don't know if the oil's hot enough, so we'll wait and see. I think I got the first piece done, and I'm gonna keep frying it in that oil. Bad as it is, I'm gonna snitch a piece of fried bread while I cook up the rest. Alright, while I'm cooking up the fried bread, I will put some oil and the garlic in here and start cooking up the watercress as well. So I also decided to set the table. Excuse the crinkly tablecloth and napkins that aren't quite square, but yeah, and then I'm gonna put a platter with all the food on that side of the table. So I heated up some garlic, and I'm gonna throw in the rest of the watercress that I've washed earlier and just hold and try to stir fry it and cook it down a little bit. That's a pan full of watercress, and I still have more. Did I overget some? I thought it cooked down quite a bit more, but we'll see. I wasn't wrong, it did cook down, but I might use the pair of scissors and cut it up, and I'll cook the rest as well while I'm at it. And I'll just put some salt and pepper on it. So that is all of the watercress, and I just cooked them in batches, but it's cooked down quite a bit, but I don't think I'm going to plate all of it and save some for leftovers. I think the chicken's done, and I'm going to let it rest for a little bit, and then let the kumara stay in the oven for a little bit more. Alright, it's a little bit of a mess right now, but I got all the fried bread fried up, and we got the watercress, we got the chicken, and right here we have the mussels. Still a mess over there, and right there we have the cranberry sauce for the chicken for Tupuarangi. And then in the oven, we have the kumara. So we have the chicken, which is the manu or the bird. Usually it's a kereru, but I don't really know how to cook one or find one. And the other thing for Tupuarangi, besides the bird, is berries or fruit. So I have this cranberry sauce that I thought would go really well with the chicken. So I'm gonna put a dollop of it right by it, a little bit. And then for Tupuanuku, we have food from the soil. So I got some KUMARA and some potatoes, and I'm going to try to put it in each quadrant. I don't know how to plate this super pretty, but we'll see.
The table setting here.
I know. The mussels is for Waita, foods from the ocean. And then we have Tupuarangi, Tupuanuku, Waita, and Waiti would be the vegetables or the watercress. Might have to take the scissors to cut it up a little bit more. And then the last part would be the fried bread and the cranberry sauce. Add a little bit more KUMARA for good measure. This is how I decided to plate it up. So, gonna set it up on the table, get the Kawakawa tea, and yeah, that's it. Alright, so I have everything plated now. We have the bird, which is Tupuarangi, and the berries, the cranberry. And that's, you know, not a kereru. And then there we have the potatoes, or the KUMARA. And we have, that's Tupuanuku, and this is Waiti, which is the vegetables, the watercress, and then Waita, we have the mussels. And we have the fried bread. We're getting a really awkward place setting with the Kawakawa tea.
I'm hungry. That's what I think about it.